Southern California, AM 1220, KHTS. Here's host Fred Arnold on the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. I'm joined by Dr. Evelyn Vega with Happy Pets Veterinary Center. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And I'm also joined by John Douglas, your husband, and the gentleman that runs the office. John, tell us about the Happy Pets Veterinary Center.
We've been out here in our current location a little over 6 years, but we've been working around Santa Clarita for about 11 years in one form or another. And we do small animal veterinary care, dogs and cats, and a few of the other smaller animals.
Let's talk, Dr. Vega, about dogs.
Okay.
The man's best friend, they say.
Correct.
What are some preventive measures you really need to look at when it comes to treating your dog?
Well, everyone's aware of vaccines, so your dogs need to be vaccinated on a regular basis, sometimes yearly, and now they've made some vaccines that we could do every 3 years instead of once a year, so that we're not over-vaccinating the pets. So that's the main one that everyone's familiar with. The other ones that aren't so popular with the public is like poop checks. We want to make sure that they don't carry parasites. When we deworm a pet, it actually kills the parasite that's in their system at that moment. But as soon as we deworm them, they go eat infected poop, they get it again.
Wow.
So that's why it's important to do it twice a year if they're outdoors, active visits, if the dog goes to the dog park, or at least once a year. So that's something we
That's a
recommend.
big thing. If your dog's always with other dogs, you really have to be careful of these things, don't you?
Right. Because some parasites people could get. Kids drop things on the floor and stick it in their mouth. And if a dog happened to step with a contaminated paw there, kids could get
all right, so I'm going to give one
well.
piece of advice we've had in all of our last few houses, and that is fake grass.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so easy to wash away and clean up quickly, and you can see where the dog did their business. And then you just wash it away, and you don't have mud coming into the house. You don't have the dog accidentally running around and stepping in their own business.
Right.
One of the best things I recommend that people do.
Easier to clean up. Yeah, it's great.
Helps keep the house cleaner, too.
Exactly. We have it in our yard, so it's something that we recommend.
And plus, you don't get the yellow stains.
Right.
Now, here's a creature that people either love them or they don't love them. Cats.
Cats.
We still have to look after our cats.
Exactly. And a lot of people, cats are sort of put to the side especially if they have dogs and cats in the household. The dog seems to be more needy, and people know that they need vaccines, they need deworming, and most people think the cat's fine. That doesn't need anything, and that's another push that we're trying to get the public aware of, is that cats do need their yearly exam as well. They do need vaccines, especially rabies. In Santa Clarita, we do have bats that carry rabies, and a lot of clients tell me, oh, but they're never outdoors. It's like, no, but a bat flew in my house one day, and I'm scared of them. So if it happened to us, I'm sure it happens to a lot of people out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And cats, they have a tendency to hide or be quiet. So you don't think to check them as often.
Right, and when they're not feeling well, they tend to hide their illness because that's what they are built to do.
Yeah.
They're built to hide their diseases, and so sometimes we don't get them until they're really, really sick.
Let's talk about surgeries. My dog was hit by a car. You do perform those?
Yes, we do. We do general routine spay, neuters, mass removals, wound repairs, dog bite repairs, and then for the more complicated procedures, we do have a board-certified surgeon that comes to our facility to do those, like orthopedic surgeries. Knees seem to be a big thing.
Knees and hips for dogs, right?
Knees and hips, yeah. So we do have a vet that comes to our facility to do those.
I wanted to ask you specifically about dental.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you don't think dental.
Right. Dental disease is a big, big thing out there. So, and that's part of our annual exam is we always check the pet's teeth, because as easy as it is to flip the lip, a lot of people don't do it. And I show them, look at this gingivitis, look at this loose tooth. And then dogs that have pretty teeth, people say, oh, they look fine. It's like, yeah, but 70% of dental disease is underneath the gum line that you can't
And
see.
you can't
As
see
well
it.
as the heart disease issues that come up.
That
most
leads to
people
it, doesn't it?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. You wouldn't think the two connected.
Yeah, you wouldn't,
Yeah.
but they do. They're very much. There's
Yeah.
very much a correlation between the two.
John, those that want to reach out to your location, how can they reach you? What's your address and your phone number?
We're at 27550 Newhall Ranch Road in Valencia, off of Dickinson, right over near Valencia High School. You can also get information on us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/happypetsvet. And also our website, happypetsveterinary.com, or our phone number.
So you have a lot of ways to
a
get it.
lot of ways.
And your phone number.
661-295-9972.
Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks for sharing.
All right.
Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely. Dr. Evelyn Vega, Happy Pets Veterinarian Center, along with John Douglas. Thanks very much for coming in.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yep,
Thank
happy
you.
Thanksgiving to you.
You too.
Yes.
You too.
I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Santa Clarita Valley Chamber of Commerce Business Spotlight. If you'd like to get involved or be on the show, go ahead and call the station, 298-1220. You can also email me, fred@fredarnold.com. As the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, I'm honored to serve you and look forward to our next conversation. From all of us here at KHTS, have a happy Thanksgiving, and I hope you enjoyed this show on AM 1220 KHTS.